You know, it really is amazing how much can change in just one little week. I mean, think back to last week. 2 Sundays ago, I guess, whatever it was, when we had William Barr's summary of the Mueller report come out. Well, when that happened, and he said there's no evidence of collusion or conspiracy between Trump and the Russian government, and I am not going to pursue any charges on obstruction of justice, you had a lot of people, including some on the left, doing their victory laps. Saying, I called it, I told you, I'm there, oh, I'm great. All you other people who talked about this or reported on it, you're stupid idiots. I'm the smartest human being in the world. And I think we all know the kind of people I'm talking about, right? We got your Greenwalds and you got your Michael Tracys. They were out there all over the place telling us that everybody else is dumb and I'm the smartest person that ever lived. Okay, well, there were plenty of us who said you're never going to be able to prove collusion at all, and we didn't feel the need to do that. But nonetheless, they were on their high horse. Until, of course, last Wednesday when they all got knocked the fuck down. Here's what happened. You see, members of Mueller's team, the prosecutors, the investigators, they came out and they said, hey, Barr kind of got it wrong in his summary report. Oh, but let me actually take you back a few days before that happened, when Barr had to come out and tell us all that my summary wasn't actually meant to be a summary. That was kind of just my interpretation of it. It wasn't a summary. It's just kind of how I felt about it. So I'm sorry if I gave people the wrong impression. So that was actually the first, slow down on your victory lap lesson. And then when Mueller's people came out and said it actually makes Trump look a lot worse than what Barr said. That's actually what they said. They said it makes him look a lot worse, and it's a lot more damaging for the president than what Barr was leading us to believe. Now, in all fairness, they did not come out and say, no, there definitely was collusion. So, with them, I believe that too. If that is what they're telling us, if they're not going to refute that, I believe they were not able to find the evidence. Let's move on from that. But they did say that the obstruction of justice part, there was a lot of evidence for it. They essentially told us that they were able to prove it, which means they did find intent. Because you can't have obstruction without that intent. And by telling us they proved it, then they must have shown intent. The bottom line is this, folks. Even when that summary came out from Trump's hand-picked attorney general that kind of specialized in whitewashing this kind of crap, we should have taken it with a grain of salt. Most of us did. But most of us weren't saying, like some on the establishment side of the Democratic Party who were saying, no, it's a conspiracy, it's a lie, there is collusion, and I am the only one who has proof of it, but I'm not going to show you my proof. That was the other extreme that was like, dude, calm down. But then all the people doing the victory laps on both the left and right, that was a little obnoxious as well, especially because none of these people saw the damn report. And that's what most of us sensible folks have just been screaming since day one. Just show us the unredacted report. And then we can make up our own minds. Actually, we don't have to make up our minds because the report in its final form, as long as it's unredacted, will make up our minds for us. If we choose to believe something else, then we're choosing to believe something that is not reality. But at this point, everybody needs to calm the hell down and shut the hell up. Because until we see the report, there are no victory laps, there are no conspiracies, because we don't know what's going on. But the one thing we do know from the people who worked on the report is that apparently what's in those 400 pages is a heck of a lot more damaging to President Trump than what Barr released in his 4 pages. Thanks for watching, everybody. And don't forget, if you like what you see here, like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. And now you can also become a member of Ring of Fire and get exclusive early access to certain Ring of Fire videos all throughout the week. Just click on the little join button right below the video.